Because I think it's cool. Yeah, careful, they could bite.
Guys, let's go see the pond.
It's interesting.
Stop!
You want to go down there, Blaze?
Mind the step. Mind the step.
Got a box.
You want to use
Think you'd be more comfortable in
I
there?
don't know if you'd be more comfortable, but it's safer from you going that way.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, look at that. See, you pulled a little bit, that's good. Nice, huh?
Bring it out! Oh!
Bars, like actual drinking bars, like X bars, like.
Nice.
Forgiveness of sin, the resurrection of the body, life everlasting. Amen. Yeah, of our death. Amen.
You've been doing that like the entire time you're inside.
All right, let me see that again.
Non-stop.
Go. That's good. More drips of back. Yeah. Turn your brush over, maybe like that. Kind of rub it in. That's good. Okay, I'll work it on. Good job. How smooth that looks. Thank you.
Up and down, side to side.
There you go. Yeah, there you go, Blaze.
See it back there?
Seconds?
Put it on the wall, Blaze.
You can either get it in close enough to them.
Right here.
Or wait till AJ gets the other one served. And
I think I was ready.
Did he just put full pipe paper? Yeah, I was like, we did.
Yeah, you sit there. Keep painting. Remember to wipe it on the side. Good.
yeah, I don't.
Wait.
But like, they don't know who you are. Like, you know what I mean?
Look at this. Don't fall in, right?
You'll be all wet. Welcome back. Thank you so much again for joining us, and you are tuned in to Guadalupe Media and Radio. So once again, I'm joined by my guests who are here with the SOLT Family Mission Experience. For those of you who don't know what that is, would one of you guys like to explain what that is in general?
What?
So they take families on mission trips, and it's specifically oriented towards families. So we are here with our 5-year-old and our 2-year-old to give them a little bit of a taste of a different culture and a different place that has different needs. They can take kids of any ages. I've heard that even babies have gone on some of the mission trips. And we do all different works of mercy, whatever they need us to do each day. We have time for them. They got to play with kids at a Montessori school. So it's different for every family that comes, kind of based on their gifts and talents too. So
I don't really know what to expect. We definitely been enjoying it. I think it's been tough because, like she said, like all the mission trips we've been, we never had kids. So it's definitely different because you have to worry, or not worry, but you have to like think about them a little more. You know, when usually, at least when I go on mission trips, I'm like just not thinking about, you know, nap times, or I'm not thinking about like snack times, or I'm just, you know, it's a little easier to go with the flow, whereas like, as you can see with them, it's a little harder for them to handle the change. I think they're doing really well.
that draws you to mission.
I've been very fortunate in my life. We've been very fortunate, but we don't deserve any of this. you know, it's not like I did anything to earn the things I have, and it's not like anybody who has less than me really deserves to have less either, you know. So to be poor but yet possess everything, and I try to look at it that way of like, you know, kind of like in a sense like own nothing, right? Like everything you have was given to you so that you can serve God and serve others through that gift. And the less we possess here and say like, oh, this is mine, but really say this is something that was given to me in order to give to others.
I think it's helpful to see just the faith aspect that like we're trying as best as we can to get them involved with all the prayers that we're saying, with going to daily mass, with yesterday we did a walking rosary through a neighborhood, and to just see that it's not just the adults who are involved in that. And even though sometimes they're acting like this or maybe not saying anything, like they're still there, and we're trying to get them to be part of the faith and to see that it can be a whole family thing and not just for the parents.
Yeah.
And I was really scared to be a mom. Like I wasn't the little kid that dreamed of having babies or getting married or any of that. So when I was pregnant with Xavier, like I was excited and terrified at the same time, and I had no idea what this mom life would be like. And I was an English teacher at the time, and I loved my job, and I didn't ever think I would leave my career. And then everything changed when I totally switched gears and became a stay-at-home mom after he was born, and now we're going to be homeschooling. And I don't know, you just take it one step at a time and see what God's plan for you is. If you asked me when I was 25 if this is where I would be right now, I'd be like, absolutely not. I would still be teaching English in a high school in New Jersey. But that wasn't the plan he had for me. And now, like, I love being a mom, but I was really, really scared when I was pregnant for the first time.
Yeah. What motivated you to want to be a stay-at-home mom? Or
I always thought that having a job as a teacher, that was like the perfect schedule to have a kid, because I'd have different breaks when they did, but that's not the case when you have a baby. They don't. And when I figured out the amount of hours that they would have to be in daycare all day while I worked, I'm like, I'm only going to see my kids for maybe 3 hours a day before they go to bed. So I'm basically paying somebody else to raise them. And if I want to raise them the way that I want to raise them, I can't expect a daycare to do that. And so, and also just the amount of money that you earn as a teacher, it didn't even make sense to like pay somebody else just so that I could go teach other kids.
yeah.
Did you like playing with the kids?
Yeah.
And did you like digging in the dirt?
Yeah.
And we brought a turkey back from one place to another in our van.
Yeah, we brought like a turkey back
Whoa. That's awesome.
in a box.
Involved, and that's like half of the Montessori method is, you know, just emphasizing the fact that even though they're children, they're not helpless and they're not useless. Like children can do things, like if they want to do things, like they want to be involved and they want to help.
And not doing it alone, but with your family. And that, it doesn't have to be done here. That can be done in your own community, in your own parish. And we actually had a hard time at home, like finding things that they were welcome to come to because they're so young. So we were so excited about this, but hopefully, like our friends can see, oh, I can bring my kids to go help rake that person's yard or whatever. Like they can be involved in it, even if it's not like super helpful, like the parts that they're doing. It gets them started. Like my mom had me volunteering when I was really little, and that's part of why I wanted to do it with my kids, because I think we started doing things when I was around 7 maybe, and that was just like part of life. Like it was just normal for me, and I wanted to be normal for them, and then hopefully other families will see that and they'll want to do it as well.
An episode to watch for everybody, so we're really glad to have the children on the show. But yeah, I guess we will end in prayer before we close off for good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say prayers.